Hi guys, Jennifer Scrapping Cane here. Today I'm sharing a double page layout with you using, again, the Photoplay Amazing Boy Collection. And I'll have 3 photos of my son and my oldest niece. And here I'm showing you the papers that I have. I have a few scraps mixed in and a couple of 12 by 12s. That orange one is actually part of the Pebbles collection, a new boy collection that just came out. I'm not sure of the name. This one here is part of Photoplay. This will be my background. I do have 2 of those. This is what I have left on the sticker sheet. I will pull a couple other ones off of the sticker sheet. The ones that I have here is what I plan on using right now. Stud actually doesn't make it on the layout, I believe. I think it got lost somewhere on my desk. These are little stamps from Not Just for Boys. I've had these in my stash for a while. They just make splatters, and I like to use them at the end when I get done. You'll see them in the final photos. I didn't videotape me doing it. Again, the ending of my video cut off, but eventually I'll get it figured out. The little lightning bolts also will be on the layout. The gold stars do not get used. The You and Me is also from Not Just for Boys. That's from my stash. No longer available. These stars are from Color Cast Design, and they match the orange perfectly. I have yellow, and I'll pull out a blue, but I don't end up using those blue ones. I use a different blue one, a darker blue one. They're all from the same company though. And I think we're going to get started here. I have my papers already cut. So this is again a double 8.5 by 11. And then I'm going to place papers on the side. And that's something that I tend to do a lot. It's just because I really like the pattern papers. I like using them. I like having lots of patterns on my layout, as long as they go together. I did put ATG tape on the wrong side of the white one that's still laying on the paper. And all you have to do is rub it off. ATG will rub off real easy. Also, if you have a rubber eraser, you can take off ATG. So I rubbed it all off, and now I will put ATG on the correct side of it. And I'm just going to piece that together there. And that's on the left side, and then over here on the right side I'll do the same thing. And on the right side you can see the white one is kind of funky there at the top. I went ahead and just went with it. I don't have very much of that white paper left, as far as, wanting to tear another piece of it just to use for that little strip. So I just went with it and used it. It works out in the end. So I'm going to add this one here, and then I'll add the other 2 on top. And a little bit about the photos. Again, it's my youngest son and my oldest niece. And she used to work by my mom's, and my mom used to take care of my son. So she would come over and visit grandma and play with my son, take him outside and, let him look around and see what was out there. He was only about 7 months old. He couldn't walk, I know that. I'm pretty sure he probably was just learning to crawl. And here he's wearing her sunglasses. And this photo frame here is all gutted pieces. I went ahead and got all the pieces just because this is a boy collection, so I will keep any scraps of a boy collection, because I can use it in cut files or little tags or anything really. And I don't want to buy 50 sheets of paper just because it's a boy collection. So this is how I make my boy collections go a little bit further. ATG ran out of tape. I replaced it. Cut that out. So there, I'm going to add I added the yellow and gutted it and showed you how I do that with the cutter. And then I'm going to add the black frame, and now I'm going to add the lightning bolts, and I'll add that one on, and then I add the orange checkered one here, and then I will add my photo on top of that. And I'm going to get a little bit ahead here, but I am going to add play foam to the back of this photo. and then one other photo. But I'm going to cut the play foam in strips. And the reason that I do that is because play foam will curl up. It doesn't necessarily fall off or do anything weird on the layouts, I've noticed anyways, and I've been using it for about 15-20 years, and I haven't had any issues with it even fading really. But it will curl up, so I don't tend to use big pieces of it. I cut them into strips, and then they seem to not curl. Even in the albums, I've noticed if you use a big strip, it will curl up, or at least kind of start to make your paper look like it's buckled. So I don't like that look. So I do it like this. Plus, you use a little bit less because you're not using a whole big strip on it, and you're stretching it out. And each photo has a different color frame on it. So this one here is going to have the orange and the black. And I'm going to do it opposite this time. I'm going to put the black on the orange frame, and then I'll put the picture on top of it. And so the black is not the last one on this frame, but on the next frame, the black will be the last one. So we got that one done. And these are glossy prints. I had tried out free prints, which is an online photo processing, and I just wanted to see how the pictures would turn out. These ones are from an old cell phone. My niece actually took these pictures. Obviously, I was at work, so I wasn't there when she was visiting. But she took the pictures, and sent them to me. And so they're old cell phone pictures, and they're actually not very good pictures. But I had already printed them as 4x6s, so I just went with it and kept them that way and went ahead and put them in his album. So there I have all my pictures matted, and I'm ready to assemble the layout. So I'm gonna put the big one on the left hand side, and I'm gonna put the other two on the right hand side. And the bottom one, the black and white one, is trimmed down. It's not 4x6, it's probably 4x5 maybe. It's not a 4x6 anymore. I did trim off a little bit off of it, and that was just so that it would fit better on the page. Since this is 8.5 by 11, using 4x6s takes up a lot of real estate, but it's okay because I don't have any journaling or anything to go with these photos. Like I said, I wasn't really there, and she's just playing with him. She's just, having fun with her little cousin and having some baby time on her lunchtime. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach the photos down, and any of them that have play foam, I do add a little bit of liquid glue along with the ATG. The ATG does not like the play foam. It will stick to it, but it won't stay long term. So if you add a little bit of liquid glue, it soaks through and it helps, keep it attached a little bit better. And I did put it on all those strips. So we're going to add the photos. And another thing that's different on this layout for me, since they're 4x6s and they're larger frames, I did leave them straight. So I didn't turn or, put them sideways or a little bit at an angle or anything like that. And then here I'm coming in and I'm going to add little ephemera places on each of the photos. So first I'm going to add these words here. The one says 100% pure awesome, I think is what the orange one says. And the little yellow one says, I can't read it. Either way, they go with the layout, and it's yellow and the black polka dots. And I kept that because on the other side I'll add another ephemera piece that's black and white polka dots. And that just kind of makes it cohesive around the layout, makes everything flow. So I'm going to add a little bit of foam underneath. This one here says make some noise, and that was just a cute little speaker that I just put on there, mainly for the colors and the embellishment there. Got my head in the way, so had to get it down. And then the little car I'm putting on this side, and I'll put Speedster underneath it, which is a sticker. And the car was a sticker also. I took the sticky part off of it with baby powder or cornstarch, whatever. You can use any of those powders to take off the sticker part. And again, as you can see, my film cut out. So here I pretty much have everything in place. I used the amazing sticker on the other side, the tiger, and the little tab that's black and white polka dots. I'm adding in all my stars. So my title is actually Amazing Big Cousin, and then it says You and Me on the other side. And again, that's because I really don't have journaling to do, so I just used what I had in my stash to complete this layout. And using all these acrylic stars is great because I got to get them used. I've had them for probably over a year already, so if not more than that. So it's definitely something I'm working on, is trying to just use what I have on hand. And if I get a new collection, great, but I'm going to try to add in some older stuff too to make it go a little bit further. So I've added all my little stars, my acrylic title. I just used liquid glue. Scotch tacky glue is what I use to attach the stars and the You and Me down. And then I will add in, like I said, I added in the stamping, which you'll see in the close-ups at the end. And, oh, there I was tying on string onto the little lightning bolts. And those were little, like, charms, little metal charms. Those also came in an older, not just for boys kit. And I added string to those, and I add 3 of those. I'll add one around my title area, both title areas, and then down in the bottom little make some noise, I put another one over there. So here I'm just trying to add glue to all the little stars, place them down, and I left this in just because it kind of cut off where I was placing them. And there was really no rhyme or reason except for colors. So if I did, a blue one at top, I did a blue one at the bottom. If I did an orange one at the top, I did an orange one at the bottom. And I tried to use different sizes in all of the clusters with the stars to mix it up and make it more random. But I did totally choose where I wanted to put those at. And there you can see the stamping. Thanks for coming, guys, and welcome to my page. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you like what you see. I will have 2 more videos in the next 2 days. So come back and join me. Bye!